Welcome to Jacksonville, annual site of one of the best rivalries in the sport. The Gators and the Dogs. You put them together on a football field, sparks fly and memories are made. This is the kind of game that can help define an entire season. Hi, folks, and welcome to this highly competitive matchup. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 11th ranked team, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. The Gators will kick this deep to start us off. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. The Bulldogs offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Now, last season, remember, Georgia was expected to dominate, and Florida really played well. DJ Lagway, the quarterback, gets out injured, but still, this was tied with 5 minutes to go in the game.
Boy, when Lagway went down, it was just such a difference in that game, but it was competitive. Remember, Florida had some mistakes. They had that chance for the go-ahead field goal, a bad snap. Just wasn't a clean game in the end, and the Dogs ended up getting out of there with a win. Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
To the air, it's Stockton. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, this is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
The Dogs will line up to punt it away. It's a booming punt, showcasing the leg strength. No fair catch, looking to return this punt. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. So the Florida Gators offense takes the field, the first chance we've had to see them today. And Kirk, this is going to be fun. One of the best edge matchups we're going to see all season long. Elite wide receiver, elite corner, both competitive guys ready to go at each other.
And you know this corner, we had a chance to visit with him this week. He wants to be on an island against one of the best receivers in the country. And he's going to get that chance today to have a chance to showcase that he, in fact, is the top corner in college football.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Grab behind the line. It's Party. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. And look at this, the fullback getting involved in the passing game. You don't see that too often these days.
How about the big fella? The good news is this guy has pretty good hands, and we saw it right there on full display.
Important 3rd down play coming up. Grab down the middle. It's Wilson. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
And the Gators come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Ball. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. The intensity, Kirk, already evident this kind of rivalry game. Look, you played one of the biggest rivalries there is in Ohio State, Michigan. What was different about that?
Yeah, I think the emotions are flying around early. I think the team that's able to get down and just kind of settle in and play football is the team that jumps out to an early advantage. I always talk to Nick Saban about it. He's been in so many big rivalries as a coach. And he says, hey, what am I supposed to do? Get them more fired up when we play against an Auburn versus playing against a Mississippi State? No, we're going to be the same team every single time we go out. Kind of control those emotions is the team that's going to end up winning.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Can he get there on the ground? Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. Out comes the field goal team to give it a shot. This is a long way out. The kicker has good range, but this one is from 58 yards out. Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. And with that miss, the score remains the same.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown at the very least, 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
So here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 41. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. To the air. It's Stockton. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Inside the 45. That play moves the ball across midfield. They'll be set up with a first down at the 41.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. A change of direction.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He's looking to throw. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Well, that's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Caught over the middle. It's Branch. The reception nets about 7 yards, but fourth down coming up here.
Chris, I felt like that was almost a 2-for-1. They know they're potentially going to go for it on fourth down, so you try to get as much as you can on third to put yourself in a good spot for this next play. Curious to see if the offensive coordinator had something up his sleeve for this play on fourth down.
Makes it look easy. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hawkins. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And that pass is incomplete. No idea who he was trying to throw it to. Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. To throw, it's Lagway. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 31.
That's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
A new set of downs after that completion. Grab behind the line. It's Wilson. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
Second down after that previous play. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Caught behind the line. It's Sturdivant. The Gators looking to keep this drive moving.
That's a great play by this offense to keep the drive alive, and a good find by the quarterback on 3rd down.
Got a solid drive in the making here. First down at their own 43. Receiver in motion now. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Tackled up near midfield at the 48.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Here he goes. He's in the clear. Inside the 20. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Florida.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
And now the try here for the extra point. Extra point makes the lead 4. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And the kickoff will be returned. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain. Here's the second down play. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. That's caught. It's Thomas. Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. Back to pass. It's Stockton. Grab down the middle. It's Thomas. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down.
Chris, give him some credit here. He's fighting to get to that first down, breaks the tackle, just comes up a little bit short of the first down.
The Dogs will line up to boot it away. Second punt now. His first was a beauty. And he drives the punt deep. Not what he was hoping for. Instead of pinning the offense deep, it's a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. The tight end has got it. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Thing about this tight end is he is not only a great blocker, but shows here early in this game he can make great catches as well.
Second down after that short completion. They'll run it from the gun. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Third down, out of the shotgun. Caught over the middle. It's Sturdivant. Tackled after a solid gain. It's enough for a first down, and that should wrap up the first quarter of play. And Florida has the lead, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Ball handed off. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fit, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? It's a quarterback keeper. Jukes to get past a man. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
And that's what he likes to do. He knows he's a weapon out there, not just with his arm, but when he can pull it down on an option like this and pick up a big chunk of yards, it can leave any defense with their head spinning.
The Gators pick up enough yardage for a first down. They're going to run it here. Fights off a defender. Picks up the first, looking for more. They bring him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore.
Well, Chris, you think about over the years with the Gators and their offense, it's always about Steve Spurrier and spreading it out and fun and gun and attacking downfield. But I think these great Gator teams, they have an ability to do what we just saw right here. Pick up a first down on the ground, relying on that offensive line and their running back.
And then first down, right back to the running game. Breaks into the clear. They bring him down at the 13. This offense really threatening now to score. It'll be first down.
Boy, this running back is fun to watch, isn't he, Chris? After that run, he's now over the century mark on the day. What an afternoon he's enjoying.
And the Gators have first and 10 here. Takes the handoff. It's Ball. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
And now the handoff. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The PAT is good, so it's a 14-3 lead. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He'll return it from inside the 5. Tackle tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Play action here on first down. Going for a big play downfield. That falls incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. Going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
The incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 22. Defense is coming after him. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Stockton. The pocket breaking down. Catch made by the tight end. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
I mean, we're not even to halftime yet, and I don't think this guy wants to take a break once we get to the half. That's his 5th catch and counting.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Handoff here from the shotgun. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Grab down the middle. It's Thomas. To be brought down at the 46, good enough for a first down.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
This offense trying to get going has put together a positive drive here in the 2nd quarter. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Contact as he threw it. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
Chris, as this game evolves every year with college football and we see more and more versions of some kind of spread offense, it puts so much pressure on this linebacker position because they're asked to do so much. This linebacker is able to sit back in zone, be comfortable in space, make the right read, and be able to be in place to knock the ball away.
Bringing pressure. Quarterback. Here he goes. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
What a heads-up play here by this quarterback. Everybody's covered downfield. He keeps his poise. No big deal. Just calls his own number and gets the first down. And most importantly, he slides at the end of the play. Lots of time left in this one, so he's got to protect himself.
Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. On first down, it's play action. Deep shot toward the end zone. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
That play makes it 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver Kirk perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball's even thrown.
And now they'll set up for the point after. The extra point is good, and they draw within 4 at 14-10. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So no return here. He takes in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. First down here for this offense. Ball handed off. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Same tailback, another carry. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Third down after that running play. Caught in the backfield. It's Sturdivant. Good enough for first down yardage.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
The Gators pick up enough yardage to get a first down. Dropping back. It's Lagway. Caught over the middle. It's Hansen.
That's a good job here staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a second and manageable here for this offense.
A completion makes it second and short. Here's the option play. He'll toss it to the back. And he'll be stopped for a loss on the play. The defense all over the option that time.
That's how you defend the option. Take the quarterback away and then use your speed to bring the pitch back down.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Shotgun formation here on third down. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
The Gators will send their punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. The punt bounces and goes out of bounds, so no chance at a return here. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Sacked, it's a loss back to the 6.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
Backed up to the 6-yard line. It's second and long. Looking to throw. It's Stockton. Pulls it in. It's Frazier. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, the defense had everything covered downfield. The quarterback tries to check it down, but how about the defensive speed to be able to sniff that out?
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Oh, and he fumbles. Defense makes the recovery a turnover.
Well, that's why you do ball security drills almost every single day in practice. You just can't put the ball on the turf like that. But give credit to the defender for the hit, because that's what caused the fumble.
So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. Gives it to the back. Jukes to get free.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Tailback with another carry. The defense swarms him in the backfield. He had nowhere to run, loses 2 yards.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. The guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give them credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
3rd down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. He escapes the pocket. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. And that one's straight down the middle.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And here's the return from inside the 5. Gets it to the 25-yard line, and that's where they'll start the drive. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down. At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Grab down the middle. It's Branch. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line, because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route, and the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
With the catch, it's Frazier. Breaks 1 tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. Pass caught, 2nd down now. He hands it off from the gun. Looks like Georgia will have the 1st down.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the 1st down.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Dropping back, it's Stockton. He cannot escape, it's a sack. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks? Got to think about changing things up schematically.
Just standing there, gets hit again.
Boy, this defense is having a game. So much pressure, so many sacks already, and we're not even to halftime. The offense better do a better job of protecting, and I think the offensive coordinator needs to make some adjustments in his pass pro to give this quarterback a chance.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. It's caught inside the red zone, still on his feet. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big gain.
You got to pick the right time to take your shots downfield, and this offense just did that. A huge gain, and now they're down in the red zone for a first down.
Just time enough for one more play in the half. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Frazier. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. The minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Guys, some real edge of your seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here for the Gators and Bulldogs. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Florida and Georgia plays out.
The Dogs will kick this away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And their first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Solid run, moves the ball out across the 20 to the 21.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. To throw, it's Lagway. Grab down the middle, it's Hansen. Tackled right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And he'll set up to throw. Over the middle. It's Wilson. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Good completion here by the offense. Good timing between the quarterback and his slot receiver. But I really like how this defense, sitting back at zone, is able to get to the football and not allow any yards after the catch.
That completion sets up a second down play. Keeps it on the draw. That's a stop behind the line of scrimmage. They've got him for a 3-yard loss. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Looking for his big tight end. Catch is made down the middle. They make the stop at the 47. That's enough for a first down.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
They mix it up with a run. Nowhere to run up the middle.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the handoff. Makes it. He's in the clear. After second effort, he's brought down, but is past the marker.
Look at this offensive line paved the way for this back on this huge run. This is the way you come out to start the second half, working with a lead.
And the Gators begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Takes the handoff on the counter play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, as you know, the reason this team has such a nice lead today is the day that this guy has had running the football. But that time, finally, the defense comes up with an answer for him.
The first real speed bump of this impressive drive. Offense comes up now, 2nd and 11. Play fake, looking to throw. Quick completion to the tight end. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
So now from the 29, it's 3rd down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. Moves out of the pocket. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, this is so deflating for this defense on 3rd and short. Good coverage downfield. They take away all the short routes, but the one guy that they don't account for is the quarterback and his legs. Picks up the 1st down by being athletic there and great awareness.
Defense cannot get off the field. The long drive continues. It's a keeper. Runs into the teeth of that defense, picks up just a couple yards.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
The Gators looking to cash in this red zone trip. In the red area, it's Bond. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that 1st down marker.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
12th play of this drive coming up. It's 3rd and short. Try and muscle for the 1st down. Enough to convert on 3rd there, so 1st down from the 12 now.
How impressive have these guys been up front today? Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the 1st down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Defense cannot get this offense to 4th down. Offense continues the long drive. They're going to run it. He shreds the tackle.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the 1st half, but maybe things are starting to change.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. Looking to throw. It's Lagway. Gets loose. He escapes one man, but he'll be swallowed up in the play and taken down.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. And the field goal is good. And they add to their lead.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Jones. And the returner will be brought down. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He's got the first down and still motoring. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Whew, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
That's an important first down on that running play. Wants to throw it. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And the tackle is made. Not the big play they were looking for, but a pretty solid game.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback, and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here, they get some positive yards.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down. Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. Dropping back, it's Stockton. And the quarterback finds an open target on the crossing route. Brought down, but the gain moves the ball all the way to the plus 42.
The receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. Tackle finally made down at the 13-yard line.
Well, it's hard to be in man coverage when the quarterback has this kind of time to be able to navigate and find the open man. He finds his receiver pulling away from that defender, makes a nice throw and a first down.
Georgia has moved into the red zone. Pass caught, can he get in? And he will score! Touchdown, Bulldogs! Well, Kirk, they were back up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's ball. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Off the play fake on first down. Grab down the middle. It's Wilson. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 31.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Back to throw. It's Lagway. Looking to scramble. Breaks into the clear. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Quarterback still with the football. Here he goes. And they bring him down, but that's enough for a first down as the clock runs down here in the third quarter. And so far, we've been treated to a duel of big play wide receivers. These guys have been putting on a show, piling up the highlights through three quarters. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be first down from the 14.
Quick call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
And at first down, they go right back to him.
Boy, this guy just keeps playing good football. He's like a bowling ball out there. Gets low pad support, running over top of defenders, just a gritty runner, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Looking for a gap. It's Ball. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play.
Well, this guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time, the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Scanning the field. It's Lagway. And it's incomplete in the back corner of the end zone.
I don't mind this aggressive approach here by the offensive coordinator, taking a shot downfield on third down. Now you can either kick the field goal or still have a chance to go for it.
So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. Knocks that one right down the middle.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. First down, looking to throw the ball. It's an out route, the catch made. He's in the clear. He's brought down, but an explosive play through the air.
That's tough for this defense. You give up the catch, but you also let the receiver break a tackle and get some yards afterward.
Game moves the ball to the 38, another first down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Throws to the tight end. Catch made in space. Look out. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
So the big chunk play has the offense already in field goal range with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Grabbed by the receiver. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Boy, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
That completion makes it second and medium. Looking for a receiver. Pressure is coming. Looks like he's going to run it. Avoiding the sack, but the scramble results in just a very short gain.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, they'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which could open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
Offense now operating in the red zone, facing a 3rd and short from the 20. Caught on the shovel pass. Here comes the shovel pass. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, obviously you're going to throw the football on 3rd down. But, man, they complete that pass and lose yardage to set up this big 4th down.
Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback drops back. Quick throw to his receiver. He makes the grab.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a 4th down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that 1st down.
Here it is, 1st and goal. They need 7 points to take the lead. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Well, you don't normally expect a corner to make a tackle like this, but he saves a touchdown. What a play by the young corner.
That's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. It's a quick grab. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Interesting decision to go with a screen pass here in the 4th quarter, trailing. You think the defense is aware that you're going to be back there throwing the football, and they were locked in and anticipating that screen and kept it to a short gain.
And they cut into this lead now on 3rd and goal. Back to pass. It's Stockton. And he will score. Touchdown, Dogs. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. But let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
They'll set up for the PAT. Crucial PAT is good. They're in front by 1 here in the 4th. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out. It's Hawkins. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Makes the catch. It's Wilson. And he heads out of bounds, moving backwards on that play. Didn't want to take the hit.
It's almost like they don't have another receiver to throw the ball to. This guy's been making all kinds of plays today, and this time he decides to show off some fancy footwork and somehow stays in bounds.
They're behind the sticks on 2nd and long here from the 12. And the pass is incomplete.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? The pass rush closing in. Punt over the middle. It's Hansen. And he will make the 1st down. Tackled at the 26.
Well, trailing in the game like this, the offense really needed this conversion, and they got it. Let's see if they can build on some momentum after that.
The Gators line up on 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36.
Well, they just spread this defense out, tried to find a one-on-one matchup to their advantage, and make a big-time throw for a nice completion.
And the Gators pick up enough for a first down here. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Gets the first and still running. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone. And Kirk, that puts him over 150 yards today. He's just putting on a huge show on a big stage.
Yeah, every time he seems to get his hands on the football, he's making big plays. They have built their offense around his playmaking ability, and it's paid off today.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. Breaks into the clear. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
The Gators are in the red zone. They'll hand it off. Running through the tackle. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to go, a 2-yard loss. Well, they don't block the defensive end. It shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
That pass is caught. Enough to convert on third there, so first down from the 12 now.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Touchdown, Florida. They jump on top now here in the 4th.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the 4th quarter, to give them the lead.
Now they'll empty the backfield on this 2-point conversion. Looking downfield. It's Lagway. Quick throw caught over the middle. And he stopped short. Big play by the defense to keep this a 5-point game in the 4th quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Quick throw to the left. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. Second down play coming up. Gonna run it. It's Frazier. Oh, what a move. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Makes the catch downfield. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. Quick throw, that's an RPO caught on the left side. Tackled quickly after the catch, he'll be short of the marker. The final 2 minutes here, this defense trying to hang on, the offense trying to make a play to win it. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Fires it to the wideout. Touchdown, Georgia. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
That is just an outstanding job by this quarterback. With the game on the line, he finds the matchup with his go-to receiver, makes a perfect throw here to the receiver, and they score late to take the lead.
And the offense will stay out there for a 2-point try, trying to build the lead to 3 points. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. He'll make it into the end zone, so now they lead by a field goal here in the final quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ball. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Looking to throw it on 1st down. With the catch, it's Jackson. And he's brought down after a big 1st down gain. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
You know, these kind of routes are always great for receivers who do a really good job of yards after the catch situations. And they're easy completions for the quarterback.
Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. Breaks an open space. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. To throw, it's Lagway. The receiver makes the catch.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a 2nd or 3rd option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
Tight game, final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Catch made on the out route. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a 1st down. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. They move the ball to the 48 and earn a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Tight game, final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. Grab behind the line. It's Hansen. And a timeout stops the clock with 8 seconds remaining. Here we go, 3rd and short on the 7th play of this drive. And the quarterback dropping back. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now.
But Chris, this is it. It comes down to this fourth down play to be able to stay in this football game. They've got to convert to be able to keep their hopes alive. Can this quarterback deliver and make the play?
Down one possession in the fourth quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on fourth down. Their last chance here. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And it's incomplete, and the drive will fizzle out here in the final minutes. Looks like the offense will just take a knee here. Well, that's the kind of matchup we hope for, Kirk. This team came in higher ranked, respected. They were fully tested. They had to show how good they were to survive the upset here today.
And I really think that the coaches and the players, they love playing in these kind of games. You really are going to get tested. You find out what you're made out of. And these guys really met the challenge. I'm very, very impressed with the execution and how they played this game. And now they go to the next step.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.